I'm starting with the base of the chalkboards. I'm using 1/2 inch MDF because it paints really well with the chalkboard spray paint. My first step is cutting the base, 12 by 10 inches. I'm actually going to cut 2 out of this scrap piece, but of course you can make these whatever size you want. Now I'm going to add a 2-inch cedar border going around with a slight overhang. So first I have to tape off an 1.5 inch border going around the MDF. This is so when I paint it with that chalkboard spray paint, it leaves some exposed MDF that glue will stick to for the frame. While the paint is drying, I figured it was time to start on the frame. So my first step here is ripping 2-inch cedar strips. All my frame pieces will have an 1.5 inch by 1/2 inch rabbet, and I'm using a 2-cut method. So first I'm making this rip with the blade 1.5 inches high and the fence at 1/4 inch. And then I follow up with the second cut here, just trimming off that excess piece on the bottom. Measuring for all the miter cuts on the frame is actually pretty easy. I start with the first 45-degree miter cut here, and something to point out about these cuts, the rabbet is always going to be the shortest edge. Now I bring it over and I just plop it down on the MDF base, and you can see I'm lining up the inside corners, so I can just mark off exactly where to cut for the next inside corner cut here. To assemble, all I'm doing is gluing and tacking the frame pieces in place with some pin nails, and I'm actually not even applying finish to the frame pieces, and nor am I trying to be too perfect with all of the edges and miters lining up, just doing the best I can because I'm going for a whole rustic kind of look. Of course you can do whatever you want with the chalkboard that you make.